Hello and welcome to this Warhammer 40k narrative campaign with me, Xenovids, and Ian, who's eating lunch. Good. Okay, this is mission 2 of the Taming of the Beast. So, if you didn't see the last one, I recommend you go and see it and watch this one's story time. Just a quick recap. The Librarian Tibalt was able to survive the Tyranid attack, and his laboratory was essentially critically damaged and he had to get out of there. But as they were leaving, they were attacked by gene stealers and a broodlord. The sergeant stepped up heroically and smashed the broodlord in the head with his power fist, and also the Death Leaper was shot down by the storm talon. So let's take a look at this mission and the deployment, and I'll explain a little bit more about what we have to do. So here on the board we're playing Long Ways, and up in the far end is a Space Marine kind of a fortified little outpost there. But down here is Tibalt. He has 2 rhinos with him, and inside each of the rhino is a stasis chamber, and one of them has the broodlord in and one of them has the Death Leaper in. Now Ian has to get the rhino. He has to get one of them on the platform to be flown off. He has to get one of them into this corner so it can continue driving off. Whichever one he wants to get, either of them. We won't know till the end which one has what in, but depending on if you are successful in getting them off the board, it will affect the final mission. And bearing in mind they're trying to make a device to disrupt the hive mind, it's going to be quite interesting what each of them can do. So we've got some forests here and some fortified bits here, and an Aegis defense line which has been broken up a little bit, and this is a quad gun. And over here he has Terminators. Are they Thunderhammer Storm Shields?
The ones on the field are Terminators, yes. Yes, the ones on the field are Terminators and Thunderhammers and Storm Shields.
These ones right here?
Yeah.
And this is the Tactical Marine Squad. Inside there though is, in the Land Raider, is your...
Is my captain. So word has got back to the camp that there is a Tyranid wave coming.
Yeah.
So Tibalt sent a message back. It's got back to Captain Xandon Taturius.
Xandon Taturius.
Yeah. So he's accompanied by another squad of Terminators in the tank as well.
Okay, from the previous mission, Tibalt, he survived and he rolled on our table, and he now has a special rule called Fleet, which isn't amazing, and let's hope he can survive and get a better rule in a minute. Tyranids are here. Now in this mission, the Tyranids will be coming on from reserve, like so, and I will have to roll from turn 1 though. So we'll roll off in a minute to see who goes first. You better hope that you get to go first. But I have to roll for every single unit to see if they come in. So it's got a bit of randomness to it. It's as if these guys have been retreating and now the Tyranids are continuing to advance and follow them to try and stop them capturing the Broodlord and Death Leaper and experimenting on them. Tyranid side, we've got the Swarm Lord. He's come back for a vengeance. He survived, and he rolled on the table, and he has +1 wound for the rest of this campaign. Got a squad of Zoanthropes, a Trigon Prime, a Morlock, 2 Winged Hive Tyrants, both with Twin Link Devourer Brain Leech Worms, Hive Guard, a squad of Gargoyles, and an Exocrine. But these are all coming in from reserve, and I'm brilliant at rolling 1s, so I'm probably never going to have anything on the board. So all you have to do is get your tanks over to their specific places. Now when the units come on, I'll then talk about the psychic powers of the Tyranids and who's got what, because there is quite a lot. So we're going to roll for night fighting as usual, and then we're going to roll off to see who goes first. Rolling now for night fighting! It is night fighting! Ooh. And now we're going to roll off to see who gets first turn. It's blue. Space Marines are brownie.
Plain.
Oh, get your Tyranids out.
No.
Okay, a little rule I forgot to mention. Because they're coming in on turn 1, which never happens with reserves, I'm going to have to roll on a 5-up for each unit instead of the normal 3-up?
3-up.
3-up, yeah. Okay, so, Hive Guard.
They're not in.
Winged Hive Tyrant.
Not in.
Gargoyles.
No.
Exocrine.
No. It's a 2. Nothing's coming in.
Hive Tyrant.
It's another 4, look. All the 4s. 4.
Morlock. It's another 4.
He's not in.
Trigon Prime. I can't roll on the table.
It's a 2. He's not in.
Zone Fruits. No.
3.
Swarm Lord. Nothing comes in.
Good turn.
Okay. That's Tyranid's turn 1.
That loses you the game, doesn't it? You've not got anything.
Okay, so turn 1 for Space Marines completed. Everything has moved up and run and flat outed, so now they have moved quite a far distance between my table edge and they're almost halfway through the battlefield. They're almost halfway there, which is great for the Space Marines. The captain on it is riding his Land Raider. Surfing his Land Raider. And the Terminators for advance forward. They're going to be the intercepting squad. It's going to try and help these guys out. So that was turn 1. Tyranids were still being beaten up at the laboratory for the remaining forces there. So now I'm going to roll my reserves. Tyranids, turn 2. Right. Going to roll. Going to get them in now. So we've worked out now, to make it mathematically sound, we're going to now do reserves on a 4-up, which would have been great last turn. I rolled a lot of 4s. So I need to roll a 4+ to get them in this turn. So here we go.
That's a 2. They're not in.
Winged Hive Tyrant.
Winged Hive Tyrant. That's a 5. The Winged Hive Tyrant does come in.
Excellent. Gargoyles.
No.
Other Winged Hive Tyrant. He is in. Why didn't I roll that last time? On a 5. Exocrine. Nope. Zone Thropes. Yep. Morlock. Nope.
Good.
Trigon Prime. No. Swarm Lord. No. Okie dokie.
So only 3 units come in? The 2 Winged Hive Tyrants and the Zone Thropes.
Okay, so both Winged Hive Tyrants and the Zone Thropes are on. And they're eyeing up their prey. So, I'm going to talk about the psychic powers they've got now. So, this one on the left rolled and has Warp Blast and Onslaught. The one on the right has Paroxysm and Onslaught. So, Warp Blast, which is what the Zone Thropes have. There's 2 profiles. There is a Burst, which is 24 inch, strength 5, AP3, assault 1 blast, and a Lance, which is 18 inches, strength 10, AP2, assault 1 lance. Onslaught is a blessing that gives a unit the ability to run and then shoot in the shooting phase. And Paroxysm basically means it can reduce weapon skill and ballistic skill by a D3 on a unit. So, some good ones, I think. So let's go into the psychic phase. Okay, rolling for the psychic phase. A 5. Okay, so my Zone Thropes are in range due to the Lance weapon for the Rhino there. Now, Warp Blast is a Warp Charge 2. So I'm going to throw 3 dice at it. Here we go. 3 dice now. Warp Charge 2. Hiya! Hey-oh! So far it goes off. Deny me.
Okay.
You have 6, 6, and that's a 6. So you have denied me. So that's okay. Well done. Hive Tyrant is going to throw 4 dice at Warp Charge now to try and take down this Rhino. And with 4 dice, I do make it.
Alright, we've only got 1.
Okay, so it does go off. Boom. And this Winged Hive Tyrant is going to cast Paroxysm on the tactical squad there. It's a Warp Charge 1 and think it goes off. Does go off. Paroxysm is on that unit, but we're going to come back to this warp blast right here.
A 3 up. Can he roll it?
Yes, he can. I need that next. So it is a lance shot, strength 10. So I need a 1 to glance.
Yeah.
The 6 again. And now the result will be the 1. 5.
+1. It's mobilised.
Mobilised. Mobilised. So the special rule is from now on, we roll a dice at the end of this turn. On a 4 up, whatever was inside could try to break free. On a 1, 2 or 3 though, it's stuck inside the chamber, and it works kind of like the relic does in the relic mission. So one of the tactical marines can just touch it, and he's essentially carrying the chamber, dragging it along with the rest of his squad, trying to bring it on. But it does mean that if the Land Raider or another unit come and touch it, then he can pass it on and take it that way. So immobilise that Rhino. Result, -2 to their ballistic skill and weapon skill for a turn.
That winged hive tyrant shooting its twin-linked devours brain leech worms into this tactical squad with the librarian as well. These are twin-linked.
Yeah, nearly freeze. Twin-linked. All of them.
Needing 2s now. I think that's pretty much all of them again. I'm gonna struggle.
That's 4 dead marines.
So the winged hive tyrant again, twin link to our brain leech worms into the immobilised tank. To do damage, needing 5s to glance.
Yep.
So 2, it's pretty much gone.
Okay.
So the roll for trying to manoeuvre the pod inside, or to see what happens. 1, 2 or 3, the pod stays intact and the tactical marines can take it out of the tank. On a 4 up, the creature comes back to life and can break out of the pod. Mark rolled, it's his creature after all. It was a 1. I can pick it up.
Carry it out as normal.
And carry it on.
The tactical marines have moved with the stasis chamber. The Land Raider has advanced, as has the Terminators, and the Rhino has moved back. We are now going into the psychic phase. And you're going to roll a 3. Librarian trying to cast Hemorrhage on the Winged Hive Tyrant here.
It's Warp Charge 2, using 3 of my Warp Charge dice.
Roll 3 6s. No, but you do get it off. I'm going to roll 6 dice. I failed to accumulate enough to take you down.
So the hemorrhage, you have to pass 2 toughness tests. That's a fail.
So I've lost a wound.
So loses a wound.
And do I have to do another one because I lost a wound?
No, that's only if he's removed as a casualty. It jumps. He's going to cast Smite onto this one as well. Just using the last Warp Charge dice. Gets a 2.
No.
Doesn't go off.
Tactical squad and the Librarian has rolled a huge 1 inch. The Rhino has flat outed back. He's making great grounds, it looks like. He's doing well. The Terminators have run 5 inches. They are really raring to go. And now we're going to do some shooting. Gun firing at the Winged Hive Tyrant.
Yeah!
Wow! Because it's a Skyfire, you have to roll on 6s, and you did. Okay, needing 3s. Only 1 wound. Save. Fail.
Good.
He's on 2 wounds.
No.
2 wounds. Land Raider shooting at the Winged Hive Tyrant on the right hand side. Firing its last cannons and heavy bolter. They are twin linked, which is good. Good. Needing 5s for the heavy bolter and 2s for the las cannon. Ooh. 1 wound. Failing my cover save, he's on 3 wounds. It's turn 3. I now need 3s. So the Hive Guard, they're not in. The Gargoyles are not in. The Exocrine is in. The Morlock is. The Trigon Prime is. The Swarmlord isn't. So monsters that come into play. Okay, so the Morlock is landing on that squad there. So we'll roll for distance.
How far is he gonna go? He doesn't. 3 of them.
2 wounds.
So he goes again. Flamer guy dies. Okay, for some crazy reason, Mark put him over the Aegis defense line, and basically he needs to roll on the mishap table because he does. Yeah. Roll whichever die you would like. Not that one. 4 tries to come in, eats a few people, and then goes back underground. Tries to come in here, scatters off 5 inches towards the Thunderhammers and Storm Shields of this Terminator squad. Okay, recap of the movement. As I said, the Morlock tried coming in, kinda did, kinda didn't. The Dragon came in, the Winged Hive Tyrants both flew up the table trying to stop the movement of the Space Marines. The Exocrine wandered on and is just out of range of anything over here. And the
literally like half an inch away.
The Zoanthropes also like glided. I think they glide. They glided out. Floated.
And these Winged Hive Tyrants are now flying now.
Yeah. Flying now. Now flying now.
Flying now.
Tyranids are going to use some psychic powers. How many dice do they get? Oh, that's too many.
Okay, this Winged Hive Tyrant's going to fire at the Land Raider.
This one! No! The Land Raider? What? That's crazy.
Wait, scratch that.
Yeah.
He doesn't have Warp Blast.
No! He doesn't. He's going to fire Paroxysm. Was it? Paroxysm. No. He's not. So he's actually going to do what? That's good. Excellent. Tyrant over here has been told by the Hive Mind to cast Paroxysm on who?
Terminators.
The Thunder Hammer Storm Shield Terminator. 4 dice. 4 of them. So it's called.
It goes off.
Terminators are now -1. What? It came from the gods. Weapon skill, ballistic skill until they decide to not do. Forgotten his name.
Winged Hive Tyrant.
That's the one that it is going to cast Warp Blast onto the Librarian and his squad. Let's see what happens.
That's a Perils!
Perils! 4 dice on Deny the Witch here, just because I can. And that's a 2. That's a 5.
I think you've denied it.
That's a 5. That's a 6.
You
just perilled, and I denied you. Yeah. Happens to the Winged Hive Tyrant.
It's the bad one!
That is probably what happened to it last time.
I need to roll a leadership test.
This one likes dying. Die.
Leadership.
Die! That's a 1, he's fine. Takes a wound. That one under the foot of the Winged Hive Tyrant signifies how many wounds he's got left.
And
just the 1. And
I've lost a wound, and I was flying, so I think I have to take a grounding test now at the end of this phase, which it is. So on a 1 or a 2, I failed it.
It's a 4. He's still fine.
Yeah.
Tyrant from yonder is shooting into the Terminators here. Who killed them? Let's find out.
No, what a wide spurs. Looking for rerolls. Okay.
As needed. 2s are mostly got
8 wounds.
8. No.
What?
Oh, what? 2 ones. Oh, so more devastation coming from this Hive Tyrant now into the Trigon Prime. Yeah, that's what we think is going to happen. Or actually, it's going to be into this one. Why are you on your face? Get up! Get up! Mark's collapsed through all the excitement. So exciting. He is on the floor.
I dropped a dice. I could hear you filming.
Does he have the skills to retrieve the forgotten dice? It's not as if he's got other dice at all.
I want to roll the red one. Right. No. Uh-oh.
It's the legs in the air.
It's behind the leg now.
The chair can be moved as well. This is not a nailed down chair. This is a chair that can be moved, but has been neglected. Don't break my tape measure. Spider-Man! Spider-Man! Can't do anything a spider can because clearly can't just get a dice. If you weren't Spider-Man, you'd be able to like finding the dice. Oh, and then he's throwing them all over the place again. So this was shots from the Winged Hive Tyrant into that squad, if you didn't know. To wound, needing 2s. Stop rolling all the 2s. Stop it. You.
Rolling them separately because they're going to eventually hit the guy with the psychic powers. Librarian, that's the word.
We are good with memory today. So 2 so far, 1 saved, another 1 saved, another 1 bites the dust. Then 3 lookout sirs.
They're all looking out.
That's fine. 1 dies.
Phase for the Space Marines. The Land Raider has moved up a little bit. Morale checks have all been taken and passed effectively. The Terminators have advanced towards the Trigon Prime, and the Librarian and his little lackey taking the stasis chamber has also moved back. So the Psychic Phase. How many Warp Charge Paulie Malloy? Uno! Librarian is going to try and smite the Trigon Prime. Effectively, it goes off. I'm going to roll 4 dice. I didn't manage to deny it, and it's now smiting. Rolling to hit. Hits with 3 out of the 4, needing 6s. Land Raider firing into the flying Winged Hive Tyrant. Everything is re-roll. So far, 1 of the las cannons go through, and 1 of the heavy bolters. More than a 1. And then the las cannon needing 2s.
Good.
That's a wound. He's dead.
Yeah.
Tactical squad with the quad gun firing at the Winged Hive Tyrant. Okay. Now, because he's got Skyfire, he's running 3 ups. And re-rolling. 3 go through. Needing 3s to wound. There's a
Come on!
couple of wounds. I rolled a 1.
A 1, yeah!
1's there. And
That was a 1.
I saw it as a 1. And a 1. So he's on 1 wound left, and I'm going to have to take a grounding test. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The end of the shooting phase now. 1 Winged Hive Tyrant has been destroyed. The Trigon Prime is still there, nothing has shot at it. But this winged dive turret has 1 wound. So, grabbing the epic die on a 1 or a 2, he goes down, and a 3 up, he is fine. What number am I going to roll?
I reckon you're going to roll a 2.
It's a 6! Trigon Prime has been assaulted. He is feeling sorry for himself now. Okay, so I get to go first. So I need freeze.
Will you quit it?
5 Storm Shield saves.
That wasn't the roll. I was just putting that.
Oh, you roll three ones now. Oh, Yahtzee! Wait.
That is a Yahtzee. A Yahtzee.
That is cocked. So roll that one again. It is definitely a 1. Yahtzee. X back.
Need 4s.
Need 4s.
Wait.
Boom. 2 wounds. So Tyranid's turn. Going for my reserves. Hive Guard. Nope. Gargoyles. Yep. Morlock. Yes. Swarmlord. Yes.
Morlock. Trying to come in here. Where's he going to go? Over that way. 10 inches. I reckon it'll be about there. It's there.
Okay.
Here he comes to save the day. Turn 4, Tyranid movement phase complete. The Morlock has tried to come in here. The ground rumbled, they fell over, but he decided to come up there instead, right in front of the tank, which has full of Terminators. The winged Hive Tyrant has flown or walked?
Flown.
Flown from over there to over here. The Exocrine has moved up, the Gargoyles are in, and so is the Swarmlord. It is a character, the Swarmlord, but the Swarmlord, there you go, there's the Swarmlord. Hello.
Yeah, so if he survives, he gets to roll on our benefits table.
I have 2 characters in the game at the minute. Zandon, riding the tank, and Tibalt holding the objective. So let's go into Psychic Phase, Tyranids. And then after I put my hand in the trees, told me he's not doing any psychic, so good. I'm firing at the Rhino, I invoke the Rite of Parley.
It's more of a guideline than a rule. Name that film, not you.
Me? No, not me.
So nearly 3.
And Twin Linked.
Yeah.
5s. That's not a 5.
Just adding more tension.
That's still not a 5. Bearing in mind you only got 3 from the last one. That is not a 5. That's not a 5. That is a 5. Glance. That's a 6. That's a pen. That's not anything. Nope. Nope.
Ah!
So it's wrecked because you can't do anything.
Yeah.
End of the shooting, we will come back to the mysterious pod thing momentarily, and then we've got the assault phase. So we attack at the same time because I concussed the Trigon Prime. I will do a check in a minute for fear, and
You can
then
do your
we'll crack
attacks
on.
first.
Do the Terminators fear him?
Nope.
No. Pause.
That's better rolling than than before when you had more attack. Oh, he got 1 wound.
1 wound remaining. Last time. I changed it from Trigon Prime to Trigon's time.
Only 2 go through.
2.
Now needing
2s. That's 2. That's 5. Storm shields. So the Trigon lost, but he's fearless. So. And so we just need to find out what's going on with the pod. On a 4 up, the creature inside escapes. On a 1, 2, or 3, it stays comatose in the pod, in the wrecked tank. What's it gonna be? It's a 2. It stays
still in there.
the
Okay, so things are getting quite tense now. The captain of the Space Marines has disembarked from his unit, and Zandon. He's grabbed the stasis chamber, and he is now going to try and run down there. The Terminators, on the other hand, are slowing down the monstrous tide that's coming forwards. That's pretty much all the movement that's happened. Your Librarian has moved back, obviously. So we're going to go into the psychic phase. How many are you going to... Oh. 2. Hemorrhage onto the Morlock. 6. And a 5. So it goes off. What charge is it?
2.
I'm going to throw that many. Oh! He's now going to do smite at the
Same.
Morlock as well. Nope.
You were correct when you said nothing.
Run the Librarian, rolling a 4. He's almost at the ramp, going up to the safe zone. The captain is literally 3 inches away from the green zone of safe. I think the captain is going to definitely get one of the Tyranid creatures, which is horrible for me. Going into some shooting now. Into the Winged Hive Tyrant with 1 wound left. I'm going to jink. Purple's a quad gun. Everything else needs 6s.
You know, I haven't been doing my doctrines this game.
Doctrines?
Yeah.
I know.
They were powerful last game as well.
They were. I've completely forgot about those.
Yeah, never mind. That's 2 wins.
2 wounds. 2 4 up. Well, 3 up armor saves. That is 2 3 up armor saves.
That is ridiculous.
It is into the Morlock. Needing freeze. Okay, what's wounded? So the pinks were storm bolters, and the other 3 assault cannons. Did you say? They're rending on 6s. So I've lost a wound, and I have 4 armor saves, and I failed another one with a 2. Winged Hive Tyrant, which I am jinking. Needing 6s and re-rolling. Ooh, heavy bolter. Oh, that's a wound! And I failed the
Going
sign.
to assault the Warlock.
Terminator's assaulting the Morlock.
Yeah!
Go for it. Double 1s.
There's a 3. Whatever the other one is, it doesn't really matter.
You're in! Got a leadership test for fear. They are fearful of him. Just remembered, they automatically pass fear tests because they have and they shall know no fear. So they're okay. 3 attacks on 4s, needing to roll well. Well, that's not bad. 1 made it, needing 2s, and I rolled a 1.
Cool.
So there's my typical rolling. I think that Morlock's dead. Needing 3s, 2s. He's dead. So the Trigon Prime now, his combat, but the Terminator is going to go first. Oh! But he's only got 1 wound. And he rolled a 3. So he's dead.
Yeah.
But my attacks anyway.
You.
And then 2s. You got 3 Storm Shield saves.
First one.
Dead.
Dead. Second one.
Live.
Third one.
Fine. Damn it! On a 1, they don't come in.
Automatically come in.
Oh yeah, they automatically come in.
They should have automatically come in last turn.
Yeah, I'm good at the rules. Okay, let's take a look at the battlefield as it stands right now. The Exocrine, and I've just measured range, and he can't hit the Librarian and last tactical squad member. So none of these can move up fast enough, not even the gargoyles with their 12-inch and then a run. They wouldn't be able to do it because they are about 36 inches away, and that's just not going to be done. So that's the end of my turn. I can't hit him. We're going to go into Space Marine's turn 5. The captain is in. So one of the creatures has been taken off to be experimented on. Now, the Librarian moves 6 inches. He needs to now roll 6-inch charge to make it to there.
Well,
but run. Wobbly model syndrome. And,
so actually,
and he has Fleet from the last game.
The last game, I turned around and said, "Wow, Fleet's not really going to do much, is it? Let's see if it does." The first roll for the run.
Needing a 6 to win it.
It's a 3.
It's a 3.
So it has to be fleeted. This is where Fleet could pay
the rent
for the chickens. Shall I epic?
Epic dice.
Epic.
I'll do a slow motion effect. That isn't it right now. That's just Ian.
Needing a 6. It's
Let's
another 3. So Fleet failed. However, is it a random game length?
I would like you to roll for the random game length. 1 or 2, the game ends, and it's not as bad for me.
Yeah. 3 upwards. 3 upwards. I get into the.
No matter what,
I've got 3 inches as well because I ran.
I couldn't have done anything.
No. So.
Here we go. No!
The game continues.
Space Marines have won, and bad news for the Tyranids because I know what's going to be happening. Wow, crazy. So that was mission 2 for the Taming of the Beast, and the Tyranids failed. They were delayed, and then they didn't have anything that could quite keep up. And I think if I would have used one of my winged hive tyrants differently, I could have pulled one of the creatures back. But you now have both the Broodlord and the Death Leaper. What does that mean? What it means is... Party! There is a party at the Space Marine camp. It means I can no longer use a Broodlord or Death Leaper in the entire game. Missions, whatever. What? Tibalt and his various lackeys have got them, and he's currently dissecting them and keeping them alive. They've cut off their limbs and they're extracting the biological kind of experimentational things they need from the limbs, and they're keeping the torso and the brain alive so that they can look at the psychic. Are you moving your hands?
No, I was going to say, obviously the whole reason that the Space Marines are on this planet is to look at the psychic abilities of the Tyranids and try and interrupt their synapse.
They've captured a Broodlord, which is huge because they have their own little synaptic thing, which is crazy. So they're going to do experiments on the Broodlord's brain, their psychic abilities, which we'll see coming up in the next few missions. The Death Leaper, they're looking at other aspects of the Death Leaper, which could be bioengineered into something. So, Space Marines victory. All of our characters survive, so we have to now roll on our benefits table. So Swarmlord gained a +1 wound in the last one.
He keeps that until, well, if he dies.
So he has 6 wounds, which is brilliant. Let's roll for the victors first.
Okay, so I've got my Librarian, Tibalt Arcania, He got fleet from the last game, so now if he rolls fleet now, he will increase his mastery level. We've set up to level 4 being the maximum.
Max.
So let's roll. Let's find out what it is.
Okay, going into the rolling now. What are you going to roll?
So I rolled a 3. On the chart, that comes up with Feel No Pain. So Tibalt now has Fleet and Feel No Pain for free. Nice.
And your captain? First time for him?
And Zandon, he gets a 2, which is Fleet. So they both have Fleet. Good.
Swarm Lord. I rolled a 3.
That's Feel No Pain. That's not good. You're going to get all the good ones, and yet Space Marines are still going to win. Okay, there were no deaths or wounds of named characters because it was only those 3 that were in this game. Yeah, I honestly thought after the first turn, or the second turn I should say, because the first turn was nothing. The second turn you came in and pretty much took out the whole of the Librarians unit. I didn't think he would survive. I'm surprised he did, actually. But you then started focusing on the other tank and the tanks, and it kind of split your focus, so you didn't really know what to go after. The first tank died, dragged out the carcass. I think you're unlucky for both of the pods to stay intact. For both of them not to break out is a big game changer. And then it was just a matter of time with the Terminators. The Terminators were quite lucky, the ones with the Thunderhammer Storm Shields as well, against your Trigon Prime. That was the Sergeant was the only one that survived that, so yeah, didn't do too badly there. And then the other ones just came out and took out your Morlock.
So that's my phone whistling. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll go and write the mission free. It's not looking good for Tyranids. And we'll both see you on our next video.